Hey, Jasen Rice here at Lotpop. We're going to do 8 do's and don'ts for used car management during this pandemic. Actually, 4 of each. 4 do's and 4 don'ts. So here we roll. All right, on to our 5th tip. This is our 3rd do. Do your follow-up. And make sure you have long-term follow-up, okay? You can't just have a 32-week, 30, 45-day, 60-day follow-up now. You're going to have to at least go 90 to 120-day follow-up. Customers are going to be shopping right now, but they might not be able to pull the trigger for a month or 2 or 3, right? Until they're more stable back to work or regular hours and can afford it. But with all the good deals going on right now, people are going to start reaching out and continue. Lead counts are still pretty solid in most markets, so customers are still out there shopping. So you want to make sure you have a long-term follow-up process and then that you're working it, okay? Don't just go for the low-hanging fruit. A lot of times in our processes, because we're such instant gratification people, we get back with the people that get back with us. And guess what cars those are when it comes to used cars? It's your 45 and older cars. Those are cars that are usually priced more aggressive to the market, 90, 88, 85% of market. You sometimes get double-digit leads on those cars. Those leads, you almost don't even have to get back with them because they're calling and contacting you. Those are the low-hanging fruit. Those are the people coming out to you, calling you and emailing you and asking you more information, wanting to do a credit app, wanting to know what their trade's worth, because they don't want somebody else to get that great deal. So we're tied up in these leads on the low-hanging fruit, which is the older cars where there's no gross. But what about the leads? And usually it's 20, 30% or less. What about these leads that are on fresh inventory, cars that are priced at 98%, 100%, 102% of the market? If a customer's shopping online, they obviously seen, if I'm at 100% of market, I'm not too low and I'm not too high, but there's obviously cheaper ones out there that they could have submitted a lead on. But there's obviously something on your car, maybe it's the miles or the color or the equipment that made yours more appealing. That's the lead that you want to follow up with. The customer's going to call, you're going to call that customer, they don't answer the phone because they might not be ready to pull the trigger yet. You're busy down here messing with these customers on cheap, low gross deals, and then we forget to follow up with that lead that was on a car at 100% of market, right? Until it gets further down the funnel, and then all of a sudden they come into the market and they're ready to buy. But if we spend a lot of our attention on the fresher cars at a price higher than the market, your grosses will go up. But make sure you're following up with your leads, all of them. And you're going to have to extend your process out to 90 or 120 days. I keep every customer active until they buy, die, or unsubscribe. My process might end both calls, emails, texts at 90 or 120 days now, but I still keep them active. I don't move them to loss. I keep them active because down the road there might be a new incentive. Down the road there might be a new program on CPO that I want to reach out to. Maybe down the road I get a similar vehicle that sold and want to reach out to them. So I always keep them active, but extend your process and make sure you're following up with them on the long term. The low-hanging fruit, work those. But make sure we're also working those cars, the leads that we're getting on fresh inventory, and go above and beyond for those customers that get more value because you might not be priced as aggressive as the ones down here. So I hope this was helpful. Again, a do, follow up with your leads.